you doing? You're welcome to the Fan Zone on OnePlay Africa. I am Tilly Ekenipa. Now today we are going to be discussing two important things, but some of you have contributed to what is happening, the two important things, which is why on Fan Zone we will dissect what you guys are saying to these important things. Today I have a very old face, who not oh my god. Ranking News is here and he's about to help us dissect the issues. I have my main man right now, Don Success. He's seated here and he's also going to help. Let's see if what you're saying, it pass you or it pass you. All those things, we'll say them here. You're welcome, as I said. Now, two stories. Today is Pepapa. Yesterday or not long ago, the IGP met creatives. And we don't, as of now, we still don't know the details of the meeting. But one thing that has caught our eye is Reggie Rockstone and his wife. They do this regular thing on their social media where they rig their car and then, as they are going somewhere, there are conversations, they put it out. Now, her wife spoke bitterly about the fact that how can they invite creatives and not invite Reggie Rockstone? I mean, it's too much. Already, this man, most of he apply for say high life, he apply for buy. Now you are blatantly ignoring him. But Reggie was a bit cool and was said that it could be that whoever organizes some just let me out of it. But at another side, he was like, Ghana has been doing this to me for a long time. First of all, before we come to the comment, do you think that they've overdone it with Reggie Rockstone? Or his wife was onto some real deals talking up?
It takes someone a whole lot of issues piling up before the person can want like the way the wife did. That means it's something that has been rampant, like at Twasusa all the time with Reggie Rockstone and this industry. They always try to sideline him. I don't know why. Every contribution that this man has done for this industry, they just do like they don't see it. So it's something that I hear Akokana sign, he doesn't care now. That is why you were saying that they do it to me all the time. So as a normal. So it's like he's fed up. He knows that I expect people. He doesn't even want them to call him because he knows they won't. But the wife is like pissed because it's going on for a very long time. And Reggie is a big legend in Ghana. If you keep on ignoring his efforts and not inviting him where he should be, that means there is a problem somewhere. And she needs to question those people, those authorities that organize such events for that.
Do we treat our legends right in Ghana?
Oh, very much. Very much.
What happened to Rockstone?
Reggie? Oh, for Reggie, I see it to be that Reggie is always cool. He doesn't come at issues. Because Ghana, when you always come at issues and you are always in the people's face, they'll tend to erase all what you've done. So always, Reggie is trying to stay cool and act cool.
But he's not been doing it. Still, they are erasing him out of the system.
No, so for him, he's not totally erased though. He's still vibrant. Once, anytime he makes a comment or anytime he brings something up, like it's up for discussion. Everyone tend to that issue, and then let's resurrect a simple issue right now. Everyone will be talking about it. So that's the power he carries.
Okay, let's listen to what this person is saying about the issue. Now we have Irene Logan. Irene Logan is a big artist too, but this time, because she was commenting on Reggie's thing, we'll treat her as a fan and then we'll dissect her comments.
Okay.
Irene Logan is saying that I felt the same way. I usually stay away from these conversations, but I completely agree. You should have been in the forefront of it all. Respect the grandpapa.
You see it. So she said she doesn't like involving herself in issues like this because it's even if you complain about it, they tag you as emotional. Oh, we oh, grandpapa say I'm from a meeting, I say that kind of thing. So they've seen like people like tagging them with that, so they've kept quiet. So with this, she felt like what the woman is saying or the wife is saying is actually true. So this is the time for them to speak up for him because, as I said, Reggie Rockstone is a big legend in Ghana. He said he's still an inspiration to some of our artists. So if you are creating a space to discuss something that affects something he helped create, why don't you involve him? What sense is there that you try to ignore him?
Certain people I saw, this is not to discredit anybody's efforts, but certain people I saw, if really they were invited and Reggie Rockstone was left out, can we say that Ghanaians put premium on clout than substance.
Yes, exactly. You said it perfectly. They want people that they can reach out to and use them anyhow they want, or the people who are kind of like popular or carry some sort of ambience around them. Not the people who can sit in a room and have relevant conversations around what is happening. I bet you that those people that were invited there, some people could not contribute anything to the topic, but they were invited because after that, we take a video, we take a picture, and everybody knew that so and so was in a meeting, which is not necessary at this point. There are problems that these artists or whoever is facing that needs people who have in-depth knowledge to contribute to solving the issue, and if they've decided to put those people aside, so it's not fair.
If that's the case, can I say that the IGP or the police service is deliberately targeting the entertainers just to further this particular cause, as a for hype, or because how do you want to have an industry conversation and leave Reggie Rockstone out? I mean, if not for anything, at least for experience alone, he should be on that panel.
The truth is this conversation isn't only about Reggie. It's about people who are just like him and more.
Was there Edem in it? Did you see Edem?
Edem was not
there.
Did you see Trigmatic?
No. So you ask yourself, what is happening?
Okay, well, Edem is not in Ghana right now.
But aside of them, there are others who are around.
Was there Manifest in there?
Manifest wasn't in there.
Manifest is busy with his EP, upcoming album. Also, yeah.
Why it's not too busy for a day conversation.
Probably he was caught, but then he couldn't turn
No,
up.
trust me, he wasn't caught. This industry is like that all the time.
Do you agree with the fan?
Aaron Logan.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think from where I'm coming from, I say it to be they want people who are vibrant, like people who are always active, making their noise, because they are. Oh no,
so
like
let me tell you, Rockstone is the most vibrant Twitter person. Twitter old
okay,
man.
yeah, for Twitter, yeah, I'm always on Twitter. So
every day, like Rockstone posts. He has his own show. Stop.
Yeah, but if I was there,
which Ifia?
Certainly, yeah.
So my God, you made me sin on something. Okay, I get you.
So do you get what I'm trying to say?
No,
I mean,
the
if
people
they're
you
having an
mentioned,
industry
okay, you said
conversation,
the people who make noise.
Can I ask you a question? Would you pick Ifia over Rockstone for an industry conversation?
No, he was making a point.
No. For me, I'll pick Rockstone because at least he has brought up talent and he knows the basics. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. For Ifia, IGP is trying to target those who can like cause havoc. I don't know if you are getting.
So you are saying the whole meeting was people who are probable to floor with the law or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So he knows those that maybe pair his what's the name, people that he went to engage for maybe ideas, or people who they will invite the industry folks. They may say, okay, this lady has been making noise. So
what you just said is
it's deep.
So
A couple of
I would
people
say that in there that already have.
It's not even about if we are saying it, but you picture those people in there. And some of them have had problems.
Those that
can, see, even the comedians that are there, they always make funny jokes about things that will get them in trouble. So did they accept it? So if you were there, you should be scared because they are possible.
So they targeted those that can break the law or breach the law easily, so that you have no say when they send you to court if you breach the law.
Because you're there to listen.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hi.
That's another side to it.
Deep. It makes sense. Now, I won't add the next person's comments. You said it, so let's move. Okay, now let's take a break and then we'll come and talk about the next conversation.
Charlie, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kojo Q. I'm here, OnePlay Africa, 1 year. You know what it is already. We are putting it down. Make sure you stick and stay all the time. The best is even yet to come, but we are better than everybody else.
Welcome back to the Fan Zone. Ranking has given me, a mind-blowing something about something that is happening in the industry, and I'm so thrilled. Now, let's talk about this same events that they went to. Shatta Wale was out there and he spoke. He had an interview with the media team around. And then he spoke about the fact that the police service and the IGP especially should stop targeting entertainers mostly because of how they are dressed, because to him that is their uniform. But the part where he was talking about technology and the children, I got lost a bit. But I caught up on his drift when he was saying that, you know what, they are responsible people. In as much as they look a certain way, that is how they have to look for the craft they are in. I mean, the police go to work and they are dressed in their uniform. So why the entertainer is dressed a certain way, has his green hair, and she wants to sort of harass the person? This person here is saying that, I hope you watched the video though.
Yeah.
Now, this person's question is where me too, I have my question. What has technology got to do with your hair?
No, like you see, Shatta was saying that they see him some way and they address him some way. That wasn't the reason why he went to the court or the meeting. And I tell you, the reason, what he should have even raised, he didn't. Nobody attacked you in any way. Nobody questioned how you dyed your hair. Nobody did. You were in a room, you pulled out your phone, you had an interview. You should have spoken about that. That what happened. That is what we should touch on, because as somebody there, it doesn't really matter how people address you. It's not right, but that is not the main reason why you were there.
I think he did. I think he in another video, he spoke about the fact that why he even had to apologize to the IGP and all of that. But the purpose of conversation right now is that he said something about technology and the children are the ones to treat them.
You see, he was saying that things are moving on, and that's why he brought the technology. There was a time technology wasn't so common, whereby your kids will have to operate it for you. That's what he was saying. So if in this era I have to dress a certain kind of way or dye my hair or look some way because of the craft I'm in, you should have embraced it as well, like the same way you've embraced technology. That is all he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's just mixing it, but he has like a short while to explain it. That is why you are confused.
Okay. Another person here is saying that pathetic. You wow.
To see the data for Indiana.
I'm trying to make sense of the thing that they say, but you know the form.
Read them the way you see it.
Pathetic. They should ignore the law.
They should ignore the law.
Ignore the laws,
I
right?
think it's
Meaning
because of you, they should be ignored. I don't think there is a law against how someone should dress.
Well, see, there's been some form of witch hunts against Rasta people in Ghana.
Exactly.
Which is not fair.
Which is not fair at
Charlie?
all. It's something that we don't want to talk about, but it's problematic.
This might be a bad time to bring this joke, but they said if you are in a town and something gets missing, the first people the police come to arrest are the Rasta men.
True.
Which is some way, because you can't define someone by their looks. And it's not a crime for someone to have locks or dyed hair or anything. That is just like a lifestyle. That is not within the person. So you can't judge the person by the way the person looks.
The pathetic guy, that because of it they should ignore the law, right? What is it? What is he saying, ranking? Then also.
Oh, for him, he's saying, shut of all people coming to hit back at the audience or the fans, telling them the law should work, or for them to know that they should have they should take it easy on them when they look certain way. But for me, I think when you are going for an interview or probably a meeting of this sort, like at least you are entertainment what's the name, folks, or you guys are entertaining us. But then when it gets to such dignitaries or those meetings, at least you should look to meet up.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I know, but he was saying we shouldn't tag them or we shouldn't think they are irresponsible, right? So, excuse me to say, footballers, at least when they are going for a match and they are traveling, you see them dressed up in their suit and then nicely dressed. That one, it doesn't take away.
You see,
you can't meet a footballer on the way and say play football, but I think I can meet and then somebody who puts the mic in front of, so they always have to look up for the game.
Nothing changes. It's their talent.
So you can meet.
You can meet my and you play a ball. You give you a skills.
And you think as a water in suit to come and play football.
He will give you no, not to play football, but then a skills. Maybe to display something.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? So for him, Shatta, I agree with him. They should take it easy on them. Yeah.
Is the law being too hard on these artists?
I think let's put the hard aside. They just want to make an example with them. They are using them as scapegoats. So there are worse situations that have been happening in this country that the police have overlooked. Whichever IGP came before the other, they've overlooked. At this time, I don't know why they are so like hard on these guys. With the least mistake that they do, they want to raise that issue up and make it a whole like scene for people to be aware. I don't remember the last time they called any creative meeting or a musician or a footballer was dragged like the way Shatawale has been. So I think they are making exemplary of them. I tell now the problem now they are banned. If it should happen in the next so and so months, this is how we will do it. They are using you as a prototype to judge the other cases. So that's what they are doing today.
Okay, Ranking, any final comments so that we can, you know?
For me, due to the economic hardship, they are trying to shift the attention towards the IGP's what's the name? Whole trend, because it kind of take the pressure off the government. Because now they are targeting the creatives, which they already live their life before IGP Dan Paris came. These creatives were living their life. Do you understand? But all of a sudden, changing IGP has changed everything. Like all the attention drawing towards creatives. Creatives, they are always in their what's the name? How will I say it? Is it direction? They are always in their direction. Yes. So there's no way they are going to cross path, except what's the name? Shatawale did his own thing. Something he is capable of doing.
You see, that is why I said they are making an example so that it doesn't happen again.
Oh, for the example, it will surely happen again. Oh, definitely it will happen again.
Let's just hope not. Because
Okay. Well, I know you have lost your old account, so don't put your social media handle so that we can follow you. Yeah.
Okay, so on IG is rankinggh_, one word, rankinggh_.
Done.
Yeah, I'm doing Success or Kwesi Picasso everywhere. Kwesi_Picasso. The Picasso is PICASSO.
Okay, follow OnePlay Africa on all social media platforms. Follow me, Tilly Ekinipa, on all social media platforms. And if there's anything you have to do, please do it now.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.